On today's video, I'm going to show you how to install CircuitPython on a Raspberry Pi Pico. Let's get started. Okay, so to get started, we're going to need to download two things. First, we need to download CircuitPython itself that we're going to upload to the Pico. And then we also need to download the Thorny IDE so that way we can upload code to it. So download both of those for your respective operating systems. Once you have those downloaded, our first thing we need to do is install CircuitPython on our Pico. We just do that by holding the boot select button as we're plugging in the USB cable, and it'll open in File Manager. So now we grab our CircuitPython file we downloaded, drag and drop it in here, wait for it to transfer, and then it'll close and reopen, and this is what it should look like. So now let's install our IDE, which is just download your respective version and install it. I've already got it installed, so I'm not going to go and reinstall it. It's fairly simple to install. So the thing that trips most people up about this is you have to change what Python interpreter it's using. So by default, let's see, if we go to run and configure interpreter, if you have Python installed on your machine, it'll auto select it. So we have to go down to CircuitPython and select CircuitPython, then click OK. Now, when we actually compile the code, it'll function correctly. Okay, so by default, our code.py will have a print hello world in it. So we can run that, and we should see hello world down here. So let's make a simple blink sketch for our Pico. So it's just like Python. So the first thing we need to do is we need to import two things. We need to import board, and we need to import digital IO. Okay, that takes care of our imports. Okay, so now we need to define our pins. So this first line is setting our LED equal to GP25, which is the LED pin of our Pico. And then the next one is setting that pin to be an output. And then since now that we have those, now we just need our while loop. We do LED.value equal to true, sleep, LED.value equal to false, and then sleep again. And this should give us our basic blink sketch. So now if we run this, we see sleep is not defined. Oh yes, we need to import that. So from time, import sleep. There we go. Now if we run that again, as you can see, we have it blinking. An issue you may run into using your Pico is sometimes it likes to break itself and it doesn't act right. It won't run code, it won't let you upload code, stuff like that. It's a common issue with these things, and how we fix that is there's a file called flash nuke, and what this does, it's basically like a factory reset for your Pico. And just bear in mind, when you do this, it does erase everything on your Pico, so make sure you have any of your code backed up on your computer so that way you don't lose it. But we upload this file the same way we do with the when we installed CircuitPython. So by holding the boot select button while we're plugging it in, you just drag the nuke file over to it. It'll power cycle itself, and then it'll come back up. And now you have to put the CircuitPython back into it. And now, as we can see, it's just like as if it was factory. We got our code.py, and hopefully that fixes any issues you might run into. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video, which must mean you liked it. If you like this video, you'll definitely like this one, where I take a Pico and turn it into a calculator. I'll see you over there.